Hi everyone. So over the weekend, we took our 6-year-old son to the circus. Watching these performers, it's hard not to be impressed. The skill, the balance, the timing, the trust, the control. You can see straight away these are not inexperienced people. They're highly capable professionals doing something most of us would never attempt. And that is exactly what got me thinking. When we see people working in high risk environments without visible life saving protection like harnesses, the easy response is to judge the worker, to ask, why would they do that? But I do not think that this is the right question. Because when people have done a job for years, when they know the task intimately, when they trust their own ability and the ability of those around them, their actions usually make sense to them. What feels risky to an outsider can feel completely normal to the person doing the work. That does not mean that they are reckless. It does not mean they do not care. And it does not mean that they are making poor choices. It may simply mean that through experience, repetition, and success, the risk has become familiar. And that is where I think real conversation sits. Not in blaming workers, not in criticising experience, but in asking where there are some controls that should sit above personal comfort, professional judgment, and what has become normal over time. Should organisations require life-saving equipment like harnesses in high-consequence work, even when highly experienced people may feel they do not need it? Because this is often how exposure becomes normalised. Not through carelessness, but through confidence. Not through indifference, but through mastery. Not because people are ignoring the risk, but because people have learned to work with it for so long that it no longer feels unusual. And that's the tension. We want to respect expertise. We want to trust skilled people. But we also have to ask whether experience alone is enough protection when the consequence of a mistake or an error or an unexpected disruption could be catastrophic. I don't have a neat answer, but I do think this is a discussion worth having. At what point should an organisation step in and make life-saving controls non-negotiable? Not because workers can't be trusted, but because sometimes the strongest systems are the ones that do not rely on trust alone. What do you think? Do you think the circus should be enforcing these life-saving controls? I'd love to see your comments down below.